Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jamie back for another Battlefield 3 multiplayer commentary. Today we have a match of Conquest on the map Sign Crossing, or Scene Crossing, whichever way you want to say it. Doesn't really matter, I guess. So I actually jumped back on the PS3 on Saturday night. I did play on the Xbox on Friday night. I'll talk about that shortly, about what transpired there. But I decided that on Saturday night I would jump back on the PS3 to game with a couple of my friends I haven't played with in quite some time. Catch up and have a chat with them and hopefully get some good games in. And I must say I was pleasantly surprised about how the game felt and how it played. The input lag, of course, was a big concern for me going into the game, but I gotta tell you, it felt, I know it wasn't fixed, but I will tell you it felt really good. I don't know where I was so used to the PlayStation controller versus the Xbox that, you know, it just felt like putting on one of your old hats or something. It feels that good you can use it. And here you see me hit fire for the win. Don't see me do that very often. Usually an ADS kind of guy. But I don't know if you know what I'm saying. I picked up the controller and everything just seemed to feel right. So used to the PlayStation controller, I think, and that was the biggest part of it. But the connection felt really good. I played till probably 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, as I usually do on the weekends. And it was a great gaming session. I want to thank my squad mates, mainly Zulu here, who stuck around to the end. But an old gentleman by the name Butch joined us. Another guy by the name of Wheeler. We had a great time. We chatted on Skype most of the time. I know a couple of the squad mates didn't get it to work, but it was good for them to join in. We PTFO'd all night long, and we had a great laugh. This match right here in particular, make sure you stick around and see the score of this one at the end, because this was a really tight game that we quite enjoyed playing, and we didn't think very well. I'm not going to ruin the score. You guys stick around and see what happens, but it was a great match, I will tell you that. So a couple things I want to discuss with you. I haven't done a commentary in about a week or so now. I do have a couple of videos that I do almost have ready to upload. One is the gun review of the L85 after spent 10 matches trying to get the weapon. It'd be great to do a review on it. I am working on that. I will be doing that with Xbox footage because I did basically get the weapon on Xbox, so that would be the best way to do it. And actually, I don't have it unlocked on the PS3 either, to be honest with you. Just need to play a few more matches and get a couple more attachments unlocked to see what works best for the weapon. If you guys have a weapon combination that you like on the L85, please leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what works, because I'll certainly try it out and see how it feels for me, for sure. And the other video I promised I was going to upload for you guys was the Razer Anza controller review. I've had that controller for about a month now. I've been using it on and off. So I want to do a review of the controller. I did spend $100 on the thing, as I mentioned. I want to give you guys my opinions of if it's worth it, not worth it, and those sort of things. So you can maybe check it out for yourself, or maybe not. We'll wait and see. So that's that. And as you can see here, we are on Scene Crossing, as mentioned. Right at the gate, we knew we had a good team on the other side. You can tell, you know, we were losing, not by a big margin in the beginning, but we could tell it was going to be a very tough match. As soon as we would get a flag, the other team would cap it back, and so on and so forth, and win for the night. I was running the engineer kit with the M4A1. I found a new love for that gun. I know it's the first weapon you get, but we'll tell you it's a pretty good gun. I don't have the suppressor unlocked yet for it, because again I just picked it up and started using it again, but I tell you, with a suppressor and a red dot and a foregrip, it's a pretty beastly weapon. I know you can use the M4, but that's more of the burst fire, and I'm more of a full auto kind of guy, which sometimes I fail doing it, sometimes it works out, but that's just the way it goes. So I had the opportunity to game with Colin from the D Crew on Friday night, which was a great experience. Always great to play with great players, and one of the reasons I got the Xbox was to broaden my horizons, I guess you can say, with the people I can play with, especially from my channel, because it's a lot of fun and I enjoy playing with subscribers. I mean, a lot of these guys are just totally awesome players, and it's just a great experience to actually have a chat with you guys and play a few games, hopefully get a few wins. It's just a great bit of fun, and I know everybody else enjoys as well as myself, so that's part of it. But anyway, as I was saying, played with Colin. We actually played Rush for most of the night, and I will tell you it was absolutely the worst gaming session I've ever had playing Battlefield 3. Part of the reason that I got my ass handed to me so bad was the simple fact that I did not know the flank routes, I did not know where the MCOMs were located, a lot of simple things that you need to know. I'm mostly a Conquest player, and I've been playing Conquest ever since Bad Company 2, which I know is not that long, but I know the game type, I know more of the map's layout, I know better routes to take, I know where the flags are located, where you can cap them from, where you can't, those sorts of things, and it all helps in these objective game types. And I really find if you don't know what you're doing when you're playing the objective, you can hurt your team more than you can help it. So I now know that I need to improve my rush gameplay. So of course I'm not very busy at work this time of year, so I decided to jump on YouTube today and see what videos I can find with regarding to improving or some tips and advice on rush gameplay. I mean, it's no good for me to do a video on a game type that I don't know a big lot about. I don't think it's fair to upload videos that basically give you points about nothing, or they have no content that can help you guys. I mean, that's basically why I do this, is try to make myself better by making these videos and let you guys give me comments on things I do wrong, and I appreciate that. So anyway, as I was mentioning, I went on YouTube today to try to find some videos about rush gameplay, and of course there are an endless amount, and I happened to notice that NGT, Next Gen Tactics, has started a series, done by Colin of course, on how to improve your rush gameplay. I said, well, that's pretty ironic, isn't it? So I don't know if it was a cue from when we were playing the other night. You said, wow, this guy needs some improvement. But anyway, I watched the video, some really good points on there about things you can use to improve your gameplay, because a couple things I was doing, you know, going in to arm the MCOM altogether was a really stupid move. I mean, you know, the other team throws a grenade in and basically kills everybody's on the MCOM. You don't need to do it, and I'm taking that from my Conquest game player. Just basically when you see a flag, everybody kind of, you roll with a squad, you stick together, you control a certain area, you move on to the next point, so on and so forth. You kind of rinse and repeat with Conquest, or at least that's the way we roll with our squad. We always try to stick together and do things as a team, because that's what's important, and that way you kind of know what each other's doing. You know, one guy's running the medic pack, so if you need health and so on and so forth. I mean, it's not new news about what you need to do to win Conquest. But with Rush, it is a little bit different. You know, if you see an MCOM, you don't necessarily have to run in. Again, I'll use the old cliche like chicken with your head cut off, because it's just not going to work. I mean, you need to scope out the area a little bit more first, and then kind of move in strategically, I guess you could say, and let one guy go in, rest of your squad hang back and provide support for that particular teammate who is trying to arm the MCOM. And of course with defend, it's the same kind of thing. One guy is the only guy that needs to go in. And I know I'm talking about Rush a little bit here, but I'm just rambling about the experience I had the other night and things that I felt I'd done wrong and I should have improved. And you know, you watch these videos back, and even for myself watching this particular video, which was a pretty damn awesome match of Conquest. I gotta tell you right now, I gotta hand it to the other team that we were playing with. They were really pushing us as hard as they could. As soon as we get a flag, they would cap it back, and so on and so forth. This game was actually 33 minutes long, I think, and of course I had to edit it down to a reasonable level. I don't think you guys want to hear me talk for a full 33 minutes. I wouldn't know what to say for 33 minutes, I don't think. But anyway, so basically the clue at that point, guys, what I'm trying to say is just, if you're struggling with a particular game type, just stick to it, slow it down a little bit. I mean, maybe some people are struggling with Conquest that are Rush players, I don't know. It's just everybody has a game type they enjoy the most. I mean, I know when I done the Quest for the L85 series, I mean, that was just a total nightmare for me. But as the series went on, we found a way to we figured out a way to win. I mean, I thank my squad mates there big time for trying to teach me the ways, I guess you can say, in that particular game type. But I mean, it was a great bit of fun near the end of it. We figured out a way that we can win. Of course, that was with the MAV. I mean, in team deathmatch, if you know where the other team is, or squad deathmatch, sorry. I mean, if you know the other team, and guess what, you're going to win. I mean, I don't know why we never thought about that earlier, but that's besides the point. We had a great bit of fun doing it, and I hope you guys enjoyed that series. I got a couple more things in my mind I'm going to do actually along the same line as that. So we'll see how things come along, and hopefully you guys will enjoy what I have in my mind, but we'll see about the feedback and things. Unless, as I mentioned, guys, don't forget to leave your feedback on the videos. It really helps me out with what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong, and feedback's important. That's why I do this, is to help my channel grow, and hopefully you guys enjoy what I'm doing and those sorts of things. As you seen there a minute ago, you can tell by the score right now, it's getting closer and closer. It's like 20 tickets for us. They have around 35 left. And the last weapon I got killed with was the USAS 12 with frag rounds. I mean, I don't say any gun in the game is overpowered, but I mean, that gun is just ridiculous. With frag rounds, I mean, you can snipe people from across the map. I remember I was playing Rush the other night on Sharkey Peninsula, I believe it was, the B building where all the snipers hang out on top of the building. And that's where the B MCOM is, yeah. And the A MCOM is quite a ways down from that. I mean, I got sniped by a USAS from the top of the building. I was like, how is that even possible for a shotgun, or supposed to be shotgun? So basically what it is, I have learned, thanks to somebody who had told me this, the frag rounds give the weapon infinite range until they actually hit something and blow up. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, like, here we go again. I mean, you cannot fight against this weapon. It's very, very difficult if you get in a gun. It's not difficult. It's just impossible to win, if especially if the other guy gets to jump and you forget it. But anyway, as you can see right here, the score is down to 5-4. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. And, you know, I do give the other team credit for putting up a great fight. And, you know, we were fighting. We were talking back and forth. Me and Zulu were the only ones that were conversing in the squad. Unfortunately, we couldn't hear our other squad mate, but he kind of knew what we were doing. He was following us along quite well. So I got to thank Mr. Wheeler for that. It was much appreciated. But as you can see right here, we do lose the game. It was a little bit unfortunate, but it was a really good time. So I don't mind losing games like this. And just look at the scores here. I mean, 13,500 points. For Zulu, who was on our teams, I believe it ended up with 8,400 or something like that. Got a shitload of points after the game was over. So it was really enjoyable, and just enjoyed jumping back on the PS3 for a match to have a chat with my former squad mates, because I found some great friends on the Xbox as well. So, you know, really enjoyed doing this. I like where my channel is going, and enjoy you guys as subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. A lot of Battlefield content here. I mean, I'm not going to claim to be the best player, and as you can see by the score, I wasn't. I mean, I went 12-20, but, you know, we did play the objective. They had a lot of fun doing it. You know, 8,400 points. I mean, you're doing something during the game that is not always just about your KD. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. It was a lot of fun, and we will talk to everybody real soon. I'm going to leave you guys with a picture of my skidoo that I took at the weekend there. We had a bit of snow here in the last little bit, and I'm rambling on past the video, but just thought I'd leave you guys with a picture. Really enjoy this. Hopefully I'll get a video up of me doing some little bit of crazy stuff on this in the next little while. Alright guys, take care, and we'll talk to everybody real soon.